everyone, and welcome to another episode of Red, Right, and True, where we tell you all the truth, all the time, without any BS
all the
whatsoever.
time. There's no break. It's all told.
Constant
And
truth.
we are going to dedicate this show to Mark White's brother, who sadly passed away the week before, and he's not going to be with us this show. He's still mourning his brother. But we do have, along with our co-hosts, we have Joe Curry.
Hello.
Patriot Box. And the amazing Gino Bisconti.
Yes.
I haven't left the warehouse in days.
He's been here since this morning, right?
Yes, I have.
He's doing every show, and he's doing the show after this show, which is midnight, correct?
Yes.
No, it's 8 p.m.
Oh, God. For those of you not in the know, midnight is the name of the show. That's a double entendre.
Oh, I get it.
So we're going to start the show with Asset One, because the warehouse has this amazing piece of artwork that's on here. So we're going to start with Asset One.
I don't think Democrats have come to the realization that in 2028 they're
that
not running against Donald Trump. Like, it's very obvious that people on TikTok have started to understand that. But I honestly don't think the Democrat Party has.
That ain't
And that's why the 2028 election is going to be
It's okay.
so difficult for Democrats. Because they're not running against Donald Trump. Like, their attacks of, but it's Donald Trump, like that's not going to work because you're not running against him. Like, Democrats, you're actually going to have a plan. Like, you're actually going to have an idea for what you want the future of America to look like. You're going to have policy. You're going to have like budgets and trade agreements and diplomatic plans. Like, Democrats, I recognize that for the last 3 presidential elections, your entire strategy has been, but it's Trump. Trump bad. Orange man bad. Can't vote for him. He'll destroy the country. In 2028, you don't have any of that. Like, you actually have to have a platform, because for the last 3 elections, your plan has been convince people not to vote for Trump. But now you have to convince people why they should vote for you, because you're not running against Trump anymore. So, I don't know, fucking get to work.
Okay, obviously that's not the asset that I was talking about, but no, it's okay. We'll talk about this and we'll go back to that one. The funny part is that there are people who do believe that Trump is running, because he made a little joke about it. And
Several.
You're right. He loves to, taunt them in a way, and I love every minute of it. So the idea that this guy is saying, what are they going to talk about when they can no longer talk about Trump? I think they're going to have like a big.
They're going to have a big problem with this switching if the DSA is starting to take precedence in the Democratic Party. A friend of mine was mentioning over the weekend there was an op-ed about an assistant of Trump that seems very, very friendly. And, and the thing about it is, she goes, maybe you want to do that story for the show? I go, no. But I'll tell you this. I go, if that's what they're worried about, they've got a big problem. They're worried about that, but they're not worried about the DSA proliferating their party.
Proliferating?
I had to go for a big word, Gino, and I stumbled and tripped over. You want to talk about
you had an issue. You might need a defibrillator.
But I think that the interesting part is back in the day, like back when it was Kennedy, and he was probably having an affair with Marilyn Monroe. But the press was, they went along with everything. Now, again, when it's somebody they like, they still go along with it. When it's somebody like Trump, then they'll take the tiniest thing and make a giant thing out of nothing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're getting. When I used to date this chick, and she was young. They're always young. They're always foolish. But I used to drive her nuts. She's like, "Why do you do that?"
They're always underage.
Right. Why do you say these things to bother me? And I'm like, because you let them bother you, and that is what the left is getting. They believe every stupid thing the mainstream media tells them. So why wouldn't they believe Donald Trump? And he knows it. And he's like, yeah. So when I run in 2028, winky, winky, and they're like, he's gonna run in 20. And what do? They keep saying, well, this guy that's running in 2028 is bad. And while they're doing that, they're not Well, they're still not standing for anything, giving us any, platforms that they want to run on.
Yeah.
They have nothing, which is why I believe Kamala Harris is still technically the front runner in the Democratic Party. So the more he says I'm running in 2028, whoever runs in 2028 is going to win, no matter for Trump. Whoever isn't Trump. Sorry, Box.
I think you missed the point. You see, Donald Trump actually has won all 3 elections, so he doesn't have to run in 2028 because it's been proven that he already won the last time, so he doesn't have to run. He's just going to be the president.
Yeah.
But that is true. That there's.
I think he said that too once just to piss people off.
Oh,
It's
God,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he didn't consecutively win. He won one term, then
But it's just,
he lost.
it's
and he
just
won.
nonsense to do. Like the ballroom, he's destroying the ball. He's He's going to be building a beautiful ballroom used from donations.
They're grasping at plastic straws.
Joe, I heard on the ride over, I don't remember his name, he's the district attorney of Philadelphia. What he wants to do, he said this, he wasn't joking, he's going to blow up the ballroom and they're going to sell the rubble from it as paperweights and that's how they're going to get the taxpayers' money back. Well, by the way, taxpayers aren't paying for it. Donald has arranged for all private donations.
And do you know how many times Theodore Roosevelt redid a lot of stuff? Truman redid a lot of stuff that had to be done.
Even Obama, didn't he put on a basketball court and he did.
That was
a couple
Obama,
of
yeah.
things.
I'm going to play basketball. Yep. The bad imitation. Asset 1 is actually ready to roll. If the booth people could roll Asset 1, please.
Pelosi is doing to our Constitution. She's ripping our Constitution. She's doing in Congress.
Tina Forte.
Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. By the way, I know Tina Forte through Terry McNeely.
Yes.
Yes, and she's running again. So
Is that her
hopefully she'll-
forte?
Yeah, that must be her forte.
See what I did there, Gina? Nothing.
I was going to say a lot of men my age could watch her run all day,
No,
but I'm
she
creepy
went
like that.
viral.
I'd like to destroy that with my ballroom.
You guys remember that she went viral
Thanks, Amanda.
when she had a rant
night,
in her
Betsy.
car. She was so pissed off. Tina Forte, I'm talking about.
Right.
She was so pissed off, and she filmed herself in the car having a rant, and it went viral. And that's how she became known. And then she tried to run, and she didn't win. But it's just like the people they have in the Democratic Party are horrible choices. It's like of all the people in this whole area, this is the best you could come up with, is the people that they have. They're cringeworthy.
Yeah.
And you were saying they don't have a platform. I kind of disagree with you on that. They do have a platform. They talk about like horrible things like defunding the police, getting rid of jails.
Well, that's all falling by the wayside. Even AOC backpedaled on the defunding
Only
of
because
police.
the
To catch a lot of
election's coming
flack.
up.
Yeah.
That's what they truly
so
believe.
So I'm asking, not telling, I guess. So they can't run on that because they have to backpedal on it now.
Right.
And even, am I wrong to think, because we all saw the same interview, even the mainstream media, which can't throw them enough softballs, leave your prom out of this, throw them enough softballs, even they're like, well, you wanted to defund the police, and it's not like they're doing a hard-hitting interview as much as they're saying, hey, stupid, you wanted to defund the police. That shit ain't gonna fly, so why don't you tell them what you're gonna do now? Dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah.
And that's why we find them saying this, because even the mainstream media is like, I can't wagon up with a loser anymore.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And it's getting to the point. And as a matter of fact, with the DSA, Hakeem Jeffries.
Ugh.
Oh my God!
But
I
he's
can't
the
stand
enemy.
them all.
He's not the martyr or the
Yeah, they went after him, you're right.
speaker that he was going to be. They're going after him. And that's how
They eat
far
their own.
left they are.
And it shows how, what we said earlier, how they believe everything they see. And I still can't get past when they first started, when they kept they were calling him Taco Trump. So he just fought back by putting these taco cartoons in everything. And they would tell people, hey, that's fake. The fact that you're telling the people that back you that a cartoon is fake and that didn't really happen shows the mental level of the people that think you're you're a good politician.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not real. I wasn't really wearing a sombrero, and Donald Trump can't play the ukulele. Stop it.
The funny thing was, it was so, I mean, it was brilliant. It was funny as hell, but it was so ridiculous. And you had that, well, that's not really true what you saw. Are you out of your mind?
They are.
You fell right into that trap.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys noticed on the video of Tina Forte, she had Nancy Pelosi was in the backdrop.
Yes.
So that's what I was referring to, was that here at the warehouse they have this giant portrait of Nancy
If you could put up asset 2 is
That
actually
the actual one that was in that
Bonnie
picture.
actual size.
We'll see what
There's the
comes
true.
up.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. And
Let me tell you
wait,
something. That looks like my therapist when I told her who moved in.
What I want to say is I have a video which I'll...
There she is.
And there I am. You can
Aren't
see
you
the size of
ready?
it. But I have a video of them actually using this flag on January 6th because I'm friends with this guy named Harry Rowley. That's his Facebook name. And
Sounds made
he
up.
was
Yeah, I
there,
know.
and he filmed it. So he's going to be our guest in 2 weeks.
Right.
So we're gonna play his video that he took when they put this on the steps. I'm not gonna give it away, but this is like a piece of history here.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
It's very cool.
It's just very telling. On somebody that was told that when Trump told her to get the National Guard, the DC police, she didn't do anything.
Yes, and of course this is where she's ripping up the Constitution, and that's like, imagine if anybody in Trump's administration did something like that under Biden. Forget it. But anyway, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 3 minutes with Red, Right, and True. We'll be right back.
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land. I've been there, I looked, I tried to see. Here I am in New York City, watching a nice sunrise. Not really. I'm in the warehouse. I'm telling you about a conservative organization, not the AARP loser, left wing, forget about it. This is where you need to be. You get everything conservative menus. America.us/TAFW.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just 2 entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW. Making travel great again.
Hey Patriots, we're excited to bring to you Sugar Creek Goods, all natural quality skincare products brought to you by great patriots like we are here. That's why we brought this into the America First Warehouse. All these great natural products are amazing, and you can get them on our website and go right to www.sugarcreekgoods.com/TAFW. These are phenomenal products. I love them all. And this one right here is for Patriot Pup. Thank you so much for supporting us.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. The America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Good evening. Welcome back to Red, Right, and True. My name is Joe Curry of Gino Bisconti, the Patriot Box, and Bonnie Scalise.
Patriot Box got a haircut.
I know. He got a, yeah.
He really did.
And
I saw-
shrunk.
Yeah, yeah, he's looking debonair. We gotta get rid of that
I'll
tape.
put my hat on.
Thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much, because that tape
that
on there, I don't know what to tell you.
How's that?
Anyway,
I'm working him hard.
I bet you are. Love this guy. I'm going to knock his chair over.
that's a story for another day. Anywho,
Chair definitely shrunk.
shrunken box. Someday you'll grow up and be a crate. But anyway,
Good one, Joe.
Oh, my Agara coffee almost came out my nose.
we got
Oh, my
a sponsor,
goodness. Oh,
Agara
delicious.
coffee, and is that the read for it?
Agara Functional Coffee is more than coffee. It's your daily ritual. Elevated, crafted with
That's right.
natural ingredients.
Of course.
Agara is designed to boost energy, increase focus, elevate mood, balance appetite, and support metabolism. Premium coffee beans deliver a smooth taste and natural energy while, good luck saying this, proliferate adaptogenic. Adaptogenic mushrooms help support focus, balance, and overall wellness. Plus, botanical extracts support metabolism and appetite control. I've been eating since I got here. With essential vitamins and minerals for daily wellness. Join AFMT as we bring family, friends, and loved ones together, one cup at a time.
And I just want to give it, I just want to have him as a use. Basically, Gino was lying on the couch, and we had to roust him like it was in front of Penn Station.
They did.
And he had some of this coffee.
I
and we
did.
got to chain him down like King Kong.
And cocaine.
That's
What?
right. Anyway, we got Asset 3. Before we go to Asset 3, it's going to be Rosie O'Donnell took over for Jimmy Kimmel, who went on vacation. Hopefully it was hell that he went to. But nonetheless, we have Asset 3.
The president hated Jimmy Kimmel Live when it was hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. Buckle up, people, buckle up. You know, I've been living in Ireland for the past 2 years because of Mango Mussolini. Hi, I know you're watching. I'm back in the spotlight, all thanks to President Oompa J. Loompa, who is watching us this evening from inside a catering cart. You know, I couldn't have done it without you, sweetie. You brought me back, just like you did with fascism and the measles. A special hello to those of you watching from home and from the White House. But I do have some bad news for President Teddy Roosevelt. That's all I'm going to say about you tonight, sweetheart. You got to realize it's time to hang up your wig and let Natalie tuck you in. Thanks to everyone who's been watching
Natalie the
this week,
aide?
especially
Yeah, I
the
think so.
hungry
What a twat.
hypocrite in the White House. Kind of weird to think he spent more nights with me this week than Melania. Most of all, I'd like to thank Jimmy Kimmel for inviting me to do this and for reminding everyone that we have the right to free speech in this country, whether Orange Voldemort likes it or not.
Oh, my God. Thing 1 and thing 2.
You know, I was thinking that maybe Rosie should stick with dick jokes, being that she has one.
Douchebag 1 and douchebag 2.
But she hates
Jimmy
this.
Kimmel and her.
Yeah, and she hates this country so much.
So why didn't she stay in Ireland?
Yeah,
If
she should have.
She hates him so much. Why is she back doing the? Why is she back doing
You know,
the
these
show?
To
celebrities.
dig at him on that show.
Right,
Yeah.
and then play victim if he counteracts.
The fact that she says, I love how, and I'll never forgive them for all the crap the FCC did with Kimmel when they should have just let him wallow in his own stupidity. But don't you dare shove free speech down our throats, along with all the other things you're shoving down your throat, and you have the gall to call President Trump fat. My God. But the point I'm making is, all during the Biden administration, free speech was silenced. People were losing their jobs for pushing back on COVID. You understand? Everything and the woke culture, and they just have the gall to sit there and say that when that woman has nothing. And once again, if you don't understand what we said in the previous segment about Trump's running in 2028, everything she says, these stupid people believe, and they deserve the downfall that is coming to them.
But it's the same rhetoric. You know, if you said, well, why? And they can't answer why.
No, they get
But,
violent.
You know, I'm going to get to even more basic stuff. Like this feud happened before he was even president, I believe. It was before he was president, they were fighting.
Oh, probably.
And then again, if you're fighting with somebody, and Trump is a fighter, and if you're going to attack him, he's going to attack back.
Yeah.
So it's you can't play victim when you. Basically, right now, she's on this show. She's taunting him. And I know, because we discussed it, Patriot Box, we discussed it last week, that Trump has been very good about not giving her what she wants, because it's very clear her whole identity is about, responding to
Trump
him.
victimhood.
Trump victimhood. Perfect analogy.
Sure.
And like her whole platform is about that now. So I think he had one tweet where he said something very, very minor about this whole thing. And she wanted him to call her a pig and whatever. And maybe he still will. There is still hope out
She's a
there.
pig.
But it's like, this is what she wants. So it's, again, once he does it, then don't be crying victim.
And the thing about it is, look at her demographic. It's all liberal white women, all liberal white women that they have this because he's mean to
douchebag white men.
He's mean to women. He's done this to women. He's raped women. The whole thing with the rape, he didn't rape women. Okay, he would be in jail if he raped women. And they're trying to hang him out to dry. He's winning all these cases, and it's just they don't. So what about policy? That doesn't make a difference. Policy doesn't make a difference. Really, it doesn't. Are you out of your mind that you are so blind to this? I was at a hospital yesterday. I had to stop up because I'm crazy, but and the unicorn wouldn't leave me alone. I had to get rid of him. But anyway, I go to the hospital yesterday. I had my friend needed some milk. She was in the hospital. I had to go there because I'm her emergency contact. So I go to the desk. I go. You're saying, okay, can I see ID? Here you go. And I've always wanted this because I don't want to make it sound like I'm starting something, so I never asked. But what if I don't have ID? How am I going to get in? I can't go into a hospital to see somebody because I don't have ID.
Did you say, can I vote that you let me in? I don't need ID for that.
That's a great line. Yeah. But the problem is, it's frustrating because if you say anything, it sounds like you have a problem with them. You don't. You're just trying to get a point. Well, I'm not going to explain. Well, I just wanted to make a point for my show. That's why I'm kind of sounding like a dope right now. You know. But still, the matter of the fact is, you have to show ID to get into a hospital. You have to show ID to get a beer. You have to show ID.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, they're making such a big deal out of the SAVE Act. Well, that's not fair. No, you need to have ID as an adult. You need to have ID as an adult. And then on my old show, we got in that argument. Well, you're being, people can't afford it. No, if you're a responsible person, you'll put together.
I'm going to jump in here. I'd like a chance to sound stupid.
It's action box. Yes.
And basically, ask yourself, who is against having ID, voter ID?
The losers.
The only people who are against it are the people who benefit by cheating. Simple as that. So who are those people?
Yeah.
Blacks are those people, right? No? And by the way, if you don't understand, speaking of women that ruin things for women, okay, the woman that charged Donald Trump with sexual assault, all she did was set women that actually get sexually assaulted back. Okay? When did you get sexually assaulted? I don't remember. Are you serious? I'm sorry, your sexual assault wasn't worth remembering, you dumb bitch. You should remember the day someone sexually assaulted you, unless you're lying. Unless you're lying. And then women that don't lie, well, how do I know you're not lying?
In fact, let's do a poll here. Joe, the dates you were sexually assaulted. You remember all of
Don't
those.
include today.
Uncle
Not today.
Who's not really an uncle?
We said we'd start fresh. But just take Judge Kavanaugh. Look what happened to Judge Kavanaugh.
That was awful.
At a frat party 35, 40 years ago.
It's another woman that didn't remember.
Didn't remember.
Oh my God, if you're going to be responsible for something you did in high school, I can't even remember what I did yesterday.
I remember what I did in high school, and boy, am I fucked if I'm responsible.
I remember what I did yesterday, Bonnie, like I was in high school.
What, in the back of a car?
How do you think I got this gig?
Yeah. What did you find, an old Nova, and you had to get an old Nova for to get back?
Car, my apartment, whatever you want to call it, Joe.
No, but as far as setting women back, it's the hypocrisy of how they are so concerned about supposedly this woman that was raped by Trump, and then real women who are raped, they're completely silent about, like October 7th. All the women that they have video evidence that these women were raped. All those women's groups with the pink pussy hats that, are up on every woman's issue in all different countries. They are silent when the real things are going on. Then they have nothing to say.
Let me ask you a question. I was on my old show one night, and we were bringing up this subject, and I go, where's the Me Too movement on this?
Where's the Me Too movement?
Like, what it was on transgender, men in sport, And I go, where's the Me Too movement on this. And my host at the time, it has nothing to do with the Me Too movement.
Davin Rosenblatt, so lost to
But
liberalism.
am I wrong? It has where is the Me Too? Because it does. It does. It could be assault on women, and that's where I disagree. You go, well, it was about rape, men raping, women, and I understand that. But don't you think a man in a woman's bathroom is a problem, and the Me Too movement hasn't said a damn thing about it?
Well, I had a personal experience when I ran a mic. My friend Jennifer is watching right now.
Hi,
and
all the best.
That's her in the
Jennifer
chat.
is my witness that this definitely happened. And it's not anybody that's in the comedy scene anymore. They dropped out.
Frank Vignola, he's not in the comedy scene anymore.
But it was a young trans.
Absolute nobody.
It was a young trans woman who followed me into the bathroom. And I had said I would go to, something she wanted me to go to, and then I canceled because I felt I didn't really want to go.
Right.
And she wouldn't let me out of the bathroom. She put her hand over the door and would not let me out. And I was running the mic, so people were like, "Where's Bonnie?" Because I'm very responsible, and I'm not.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What's going on?" And they had to come in and get me, and and I'm a woman. I'm not a kid. So imagine a little child is in a bathroom and somebody starts doing something like that. Nobody wants to bring that up. Talk about Me Too. I mean, think about the little kids.
Well,
I was an adult and I
there was
didn't know-
absolutely everything to do with it. Where's the Me Too movement on it?
I was an adult and I didn't know how to handle that situation.
Right.
I mean, of course it was before everybody was talking about it and it was all over the place.
Right.
I was clueless what to do. So a little kid that goes to the bathroom and somebody's doing something to them that they're not supposed to do, they're not going to know what to do. And it's hypocrisy of when do you talk about something, when do you don't. Then they keep their mouth
When it
closed
benefits
about that.
the left, that's when you talk about it. And sadly, so many things now the left are tripping over, so they have to shut up. And I love that they're shutting up.
Yeah, shut the F up. And
we
we'll
will
be back
too.
Yeah, nicely done.
in 3 minutes.
I was born in the Lone Star State beneath the Texas sky. I can rope and ride like Daddy, and I never ever cried. But now the world's a-changing. Girls must cover up to their eyes. Don't wanna be sold to some old man. I'd really rather die. So just go home. Just go home. Just go home. Sharia law's not welcome over here. Just go home. Take your medieval rules and stick them in your ear. Just go home. Your Sharia law will never rule our land. Just go home. We've got the Second Amendment to help you understand. Just go home. Just go home. Just go home. Take your hijabs back, better pack your burqas too. Just go home. God's blessed Texas and the other 49 too. Just go home. Don't Sharia my Texas, just go home. Don't Sharia my Texas, just go home. Oh, the yellow rose of Texas that I'm gonna see. Nobody else could miss her, not half as much as me. She cried so when I left her, it nearly broke my heart. And if I ever find her, we never more will part. Oh, the yellow rose of Texas that I'm gonna see. Nobody else could miss her, not half as much as me. She cried so when I left her, it nearly broke my heart. And if I ever find her, we never
everyone, and welcome back to Red, Right, and True. I'm here with my co-host, Joe Curry.
Hello.
Patriot Box.
I grew over the break.
Yeah, we pumped this chair back up.
It's a big box.
And our guest, Gino Bisconti.
Hey, you guessed
Doing
right.
a marathon here at the America First Warehouse, which is the best place in all the land.
Yes, most patriotic venue.
The most patriotic
Yes.
venue and the best place.
Beautiful place.
So anyway, we're going to bring up asset 4, please, with Emily Gallagher. Wait till you get a load of this.
She's a looker, people.
No, boy.
Asset 4.
Family Von Trump.
Most of what we saw were crimes of poverty. People who were stealing things like toothpaste. People who were stealing things like, soap. And that means if you're stealing those things, you need them. And we are choosing to protect
You ever hear of a snap card lady?
billion-dollar companies like CVS and Walgreens over the people who are struggling to get by. So I would say that the true crime is that there is such incredible wealth disparity in this city that there are people who can be thrown in jail simply for having a biological need. And so one of the things that I'm fighting for at the state level is to make sure we pass things like treatment, not jail, and that we hold the line on the incredible criminal justice reforms that we have done over the last 10
She
and
said
20
nothing
years
other than
that are
it's okay to
constantly
steal.
being threatened by right-wing media who are looking to fearmonger about people who are actually just in absolute dire straits.
Yeah, no, we touched on this last week with Mike Keegan, and he actually, I think it was Patriot Box or him referred to her.
I drank with Mike Keegan this Sunday night, and he touched upon my liver repeatedly with it. I haven't drank since. He's fantastic.
We were supposed to get out there. We never made it.
Oh, I wish you
Little
made it.
little drama at the homestead, but nonetheless.
It's very obvious that that woman is certainly not malnourished.
Yes.
So she seems to be doing all right. But again, it's just, I mean,
She was talking about soap and toothpaste, but still.
Have you seen these people? They're not stealing soap and toothpaste to use. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And what she says is, we're choosing to protect billion-dollar companies like CVS and Walgreens over the people who are struggling to get by. No, from the people that are stealing from Walgreens and CVS. They're moving the stores because the shrinkage rate is out of hand. And you go in there to get something. There's a thing of Pepsodent chained up like a Rottweiler. You got to have some. I mean, it's crazy.
I was in a dollar store.
Quit bragging.
Was payday?
And they had this stuff behind glass. I'm like, really, have we really declined that much?
Yeah,
The answer
we
is
have,
yes.
though.
Well, she's on air with an audience. She's basically saying it's okay to steal this stuff for your biological needs. So what's next? You can steal sanitary napkins. I mean, this is a male panel, but it's like when
At
what's
least
when
put
you
a
going to draw the
tampon
line?
dispenser in a men's room. You got to start somewhere.
But this is how pathetic the Democratic Party has become. This woman, look, she doesn't look like she steals things. She doesn't look like she needs stuff for free, but she knows this is what people will vote for. So she literally says things that are counterintuitive. Yeah, it's okay if you steal. Like when that other woman, I can't remember who she was, said, "Oh, you have to steal sneakers to feed your family." Your family's not eating sneakers.
No.
Stop it. Stop it. And this is, if you don't go within, you go without. If you don't say, this is what I believe and I want people that believe in the things I do to vote for me, that's great. But if you go without and say, this is what people want, then you stand for nothing. And then you really have nothing to say when someone of substance, thanks for the substance for the show, really picked me up. Someone of substance, it wasn't a gara, it was oh gosh. But then when someone of substance, like Trump says, I'm going to shut down the border, I'm going to lower food prices. I'm going to, pass the... When someone of substance runs and you're like, that's what I want. Shout out if you ever watch The Drinking Bros, great podcast. Dan Holloway said it perfectly. He's like, these people should run without their pictures. It should just be what they're running for, what their platform is. Yeah. That's what you vote for. Democrats would never win an election. I don't even think they'd be able to run.
At first, I thought you were talking about, I understand you're talking about because you're saying DEI, but I was like, she'd actually do a better the way she looks, she's not very attractive. So she would do better if they didn't show her, her picture.
She's not running on anything.
She's running on ring
That's
dings.
the scary part.
What's that?
She's actually an assembly person from New York State, which is frightening, you know. And
So she's already in office.
she's already in office. And again, you know, Bonnie, as a kindergarten teacher, she had this job to like teach people some basic things like right from wrong, how to wait your turn in line, how to pay attention and not to steal. You know, these are really these bizarre concepts that these people still don't understand.
But it's interesting the things that the DSA wants to do. They want to rewrite the Constitution, something that has been standing.
They want to change the country the way they want to turn it into where they came from.
Yeah.
And
They don't want to rewrite Showgirls. They want to rewrite the greatest document, the greatest living document ever made. Yeah, we don't like that. Well, it's a shame because it's really good.
Yeah, and they say the U.S. Constitution is pushing. It's been around 250 years, pushing toward a system that looks more and more authoritarian.
Problematic?
Problematic. Authoritarian.
But you're proliferating a lot of misgender.
Don't make me engineer. It's more authoritarian and is not compatible with some vision of democratic change. Thank you. You're jinxing me. Boston College law. I talk for a living, folks. Boston College law professor Aziz Rana told the assembled crowd of 25 people at DSA's Lower East Side headquarters. It's been a living, breathing,
interpret that for me.
adjustable
What does that mean?
document for 250 years.
Well,
The greatest social experiment the world has ever known.
Well, as you guys know, I'm the liberal on the panel, and one of the arguments that the left has used in other instances is, well, it was written a long time ago. It's old, so it's no good.
Right?
So stupid. So dumb.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they call it the Founding Fathers because they wrote it.
They're all dead now. What could they possibly know?
Exactly.
As opposed to the slaves who are still finding their fathers. Am I right?
This guy gets it. Sorry, I stole your line. Sorry about that. Yeah.
He made my night.
But also you got Kathy Hochul, who has this new policy in that she wants to make it illegal for the cops to the local police to advise ICE if there's anything going on, like if there's an illegals in the area, and if they're making it illegal.
Well, why would you have two law enforcement agencies, one local, one federal, allowed to talk to each other? That doesn't make any sense.
We
at
were
all.
talking. Oh, sorry, Box. We were talking. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when you're done talking. We were.
You
Watch
block
my
the
lips.
box. That's a ticket.
Yeah, we were talking about this on the previous show, and Rubino hung out on that. Poor Steve Levy on the right podcast. Steve Levy is sitting between me and Fred Rubino.
Boy.
Yeah, he's still in therapy. But we were talking about this, and this is more of the left just being absolutely insane, where they think anything they say is true, and the people that follow them believe them. But when you say, you cops are allowed to call ICE and impede what they do, you could say that all you want, but they can't. So then they're amazed when I says no, and then what do? They get people like that good chick who's good and gone, and that pretty who's pretty far underground, and they get them to be like, I'm going to help.
Don't say that. You get fired from my old show.
Oh, please.
How do I know? Don't ask me.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me check. She's still dead. I Googled doornail. If you don't understand that the only reason these people are dead is because they're stupid enough to listen to people like that, like Kathy Hochul, like Tim Walz, like whoever that Fry guy is. I forget his first name. It ain't Glenn. But these people tell the left, yeah, we're going to do this. And then they're like, why is Trump so bad? Because he follows the living, breathing document that you guys want to change.
Yeah, and also one of the things Hochul was saying is that local police should focus on local crimes like gun violence and drug rings, and not civil immigration. Who has the legal guns and the drug rings? Guess who? What do you think? Gino for 10. What do you think?
Don't make me say it on air. Go to a commercial. Go to a commercial.
Okay, we got this.
But the very people that
I'm just going to have some of my black coffee.
But the very people that are against the police and all that and want the Constitution ripped up, they're the ones that call 911 when something goes wrong. They're the ones that when the shit hits the fan, they're the ones that will be like, what happened?
Yeah.
they'll be surprised.
And they're the ones calling us white supremacists. They're the ones.
Right.
We live in New York City. We have every race, every religion, every gender. But these wealthy people in gated communities that just want. I love watching all the people that voted for Mamdani, and they're like, "Why is he putting me on a list so they can come to your home with the torches and pitchforks?"
Yeah, exactly.
But these are the people calling us the middle class, that they're bleeding to death. You know, just living our best life. It's insane to me.
Yeah. And also, it's people that argue, and I mentioned again, we had a friend of mine who's Jewish is saying what a job Mandami's doing.
Well, I thought you said he was a friend of yours.
He was mentioning what a great job Mandami's doing, and I said, "Do you understand his?"
He said it seriously.
Yeah, anti-Israeli. Oh no! And then all these other people start leashing into me. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're Islamophobic. Are you kidding me?
That's because, Joe, you have a lot of liberal friends. I'm just going to put that out there. They don't come on my page and say that. I'll tell you that much. They would never dare.
Yeah.
But you know, as far as there are stupid people, if you're Jewish and you're okay with Mandami or any of the people who are running for the government who are
DSA.
have a different agenda for this country, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You're stupid, and I really don't want to have anything to do with you. That's how I feel.
I just love debating them. It's fun.
Well, you have more patience than I do. You have a lot of patience. Let's put it that way.
Hysterical.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in 3 minutes with Joe Curry, Gino Piscanti, Patriot Box, and I'm Bonnie Scalisi.
She is. I
Thank
checked.
you.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. You know, people at the warehouse are always asking me, Gino, you show up smelling like freedom every day, even though you live in the cesspool that is the socialist New York City. How do you do it? Sugar Creek Goods. Sugar Creek Goods is made by patriots and has a full line of incredible products, including soaps and lotions, and even this that you use for your dog, Patriot Puffs. My wife makes me use that. But people, please, get your own. Go to sugarcreekgoods.com/TAFW. See ya.
Hey, Paul, I was having a pillow fight with Gino's wife.
Me too.
Yeah.
She's
I
not
was
supposed
there.
to stay
I
up that
remember.
late.
I have the video. And now let me tell you, talk about soft. When I think soft pillows, I think of other than Gino's wife, mypillow.com, because these are the best pillows you're ever going to get. You can go to mypillow.com /TAFW. Go now, get your My Pillow right now.
The America First Ultra MAGA store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA store.
Hey, Paul, you know what's more disappointing than Gino Bisconte? Bad cell service.
I can hear you.
What?
I can hear you. I'm right here. It's not like you're on your cell phone talking about me.
You know, we could have called each other is what you're going.
Using Patriot Mobile?
Just put it in our group
text.
Which works all over the country. And how would they get it if they wanted to be red, white, and blown away? Does that work?
Smash the little black box.
Huh? PatriotMobile.com/T.
You know, I got to tell you, a lot of my followers are asking, hey, Midnight, where are you getting all that energy from? I say, you want to know the truth? I take about 25 milligrams of Adderall a day. But that eventually ends, and then that's where Agara coffee comes in. I start drinking this stuff, and it boosts my energy. It shoots me right through to the moon. If you're not drinking Agara coffee, and you need that extra boost during the middle of the day, I'm telling you right now, get this into your system, and I promise you that it will absolutely take you to a whole nother level. Midnight, I am out. 1, 2, 3. Woo! It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of humility. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Red, Right, and True, where we tell you all the truth all the time, and we're going to get right to it with Asset 7, and then we're going to talk about it. Asset 7.
I'm Maxime Duran, and I'm running for governor of Idaho in 2026 as an independent socialist candidate. I'm running as an independent socialist. I'm also running as a proud member of Democratic Socialists of America. I'm a member of the Southern Idaho DSA
She looks like
chapter,
Peter
but I've also
Scolari.
been endorsed by the chapters in Boise and the Idaho Falls and Pocatello area. It's
Public
important
hoe?
to me to talk about what I am because I think it's important to take that name back for ourselves. People say socialist like it's just automatically a bad word. And
It is.
the reality is, it does
You
have
asshole.
meaning. Look at my platform. Take a look at what I'm running for. Yes, it's socialism. But these are the kinds of policies that I think most Idahoans agree we need right now.
Oh my God! This is my first time seeing that. So
What is that?
Again,
It's
it
a
goes back
mess.
to my statement about this is the best they could do. This person is running for something, or are they just?
She's running for governor of Idaho.
Oh my God!
And you would think of Idaho, and you would think
Idaho is like you think of like potatoes. And
there's men
very
out there on the
conservative.
plains, and
Yeah.
I kind of like that guy, whatever it is. I don't think I'm going to put my vote for. I mean, it's crazy.
That's the best they could do in Idaho.
Yeah.
That's my.
And it's just such a socialistic agenda. The platform, Idaho Medicare for all. Okay, great. Who pays for that? Abortion, reproductive medicine, and of course transgender health care. That we got to spend our money on that. A medical debt buyback program, really, which means the government's going to be buying back. It means the taxes are going to be sky high. Universal housing. Yeah, everybody have housing. Everybody have a house. Everybody.
That's the American dream, Joe.
Yeah, you got to earn it. College for all. Everybody can go to school. Support for working families, but that means also more taxes. And it's just another socialistic thing that they have these grandiose ideas. And where's the money coming from? You're going to raise it.
But she's not. Like, this is a plea for attention. Okay? Who's working the camera that they confused me with the box? Doesn't matter. He has a much sharper jawline. I don't even understand.
Well, he said, they think blockhead, and they go,
thank you.
they made him.
By the way,
they made an honest mistake.
I switched bandanas for this show. This one's popping. Headbands. But again, this has got to be a plea for attention because, again, I don't mean to belittle the state of Idaho. I know very little about it, but I mean that as a compliment. I know it's a wonderful place where people, where people go to get away from stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's a red state where people, I've always said this, like when this song came out, you can't do that in a small town. Everyone on the left,
I love that song.
Everyone on the left's like, it's open season on guns. And I said, let me explain to you what a small town is, okay? When on election night, when you look at the map of Philadelphia and you see giant patches of red, that's a small town that is destroyed by the little blue dots that are Harrisburg and Philadelphia. You look at Atlanta, same thing. That little blue dot, Georgia, it's destroying the small towns that are all red. And they're like, well, when you get guns, and I'll use Idaho as an example, if you lived a life where you worked hard and you raised a family and and I hate to say this in America because they're starting to hate us, God-fearing Christians. And you're like, you know what, now that I've made all this, I'm going to go buy a plot of land and I'm going to live on it with my family and now I'm going to protect everything I've worked for my entire life and I'm going to get a gun. And the left is like, and you know what I'm going to do with that gun? I'm going to shoot 3 people so I can sit in prison and watch from a jail cell the family I raised, the property I own, the business I started. It makes no sense. And that woman can say whatever the hell she wants. That mentally insane person that has the gall to get on a camera rather than at a circus and look at us and act like and condescendingly tell us how good socialism is. Shut up, you mentally insane tranimal.
Now, if I could say one thing to Gino, before the show started, it's like, Gino, do you want to, Gino, because I'm just a little bit soft-spoken.
Yeah.
And then we gave him
This
this.
is the best ad for this coffee.
And then we gave him
telling you.
this.
You have to buy this
Show the sign,
coffee.
dear. Show the sign. There you go.
Must buy this coffee.
This is a testimonial from this man.
But are you kidding
not.
me?
No, you're
she
not.
condescendingly tells you about
They
socialism.
all do. They all do. Cuomo was great at that, talking to us like we're little stupid children. Schumer is good at that, talking like they were children. And the whole thing
But I think Gino's point as far as...
I had one?
Yeah. Gino's point as, like, I would expect somebody like that in New York. to run somebody. But in Idaho, somebody like that to
It's
run
just a
in Idaho,
sideshow.
It just shows it's like a cancer that's growing and
You're
getting
right.
worse
Well,
and worse
listen,
and worse.
I just got a message that if you drink this coffee, the results that Gino experiences have nothing to do with what may happen
Yeah,
to you.
your mileage may differ.
It may differ, and past performance is no proof of future results. All right, back to you people.
Back to us. But and the whole thing with the gun issue, the whole thing when they talk, well, we've got to do something about the guns. We got to take the gun. The children are dying. We have a problem with the children. We never had this when our generation because we didn't have all the stimulus that we have from social media, whatever. There's a problem with the children. And what they do is the kids that do this, they wind up hating themselves.
Are you talking about children turning trans? Is that what you're talking
No, kids, school shootings. And when you talk about the guns.
Let me jump in here with the gun argument. Do you realize that more people die in Europe because they don't have air conditioners than all the gun deaths in the United States?
I did not know that. I love stats like that.
And boy, I love air conditioning. So-
By the way,
So do we. We got that big fan blowing on us now. Feels great.
That's what we
I don't want to leave the
It's
show.
really nice and air conditioned in here right now. So
the
thank
latest
you.
one I saw box was trans women or whatever, tranimals, that's the word, have killed more people in the past 2 years than ICE has killed immigrants.
That's true. And if you look at it from a statistical standpoint, as far as it does seem that they have a higher rate of being a mass shooter if you're trans.
I think it's all
always trans.
hormones.
It's gun affirming
It's everything.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the whole thing with that, what happens is these kids hate themselves. They don't like themselves.
Agreed.
And they take the
Well, I
safe.
hate them too, Joe. So
Yeah, I know. But what happens is they
Good one,
gets to a
Box.
point, and this is where they have to really concentrate on mental health. They gets to a point where they stop hating themselves and then start hating others. And then you have all the signs. They might abuse an animal. They might have writings about guns and stuff like that. Also,
They might run for office in Idaho.
they might run for office, and I know. But a lot of times, and also I think, and I've been told I'm wrong, but it's just a common sense thing, that a lot of video games, I think the violence of GTA and all the video games, I sound like Nana now, but it's true. I think it desensitizes them. Now, I've been told I'm wrong, and all studies say, but how could you not play a game like that if there is something a little off and you stop having reality and fantasy starts to come your
Joe,
reality?
This is how society is advancing. Back in my day, it was just the post office where the people went crazy and shut everything up.
Right.
Now it's like more across the board. So we're improving.
Yeah, and even bringing
not
guns
wrong.
to school. You remember the shooting team? School used to have a shooting team. They used to bring rifles to school. In the shooting team.
First day of hunting season, you'd show up in the truck with the gun in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, it's just like where we grew up. Maybe, Gino, I grew up my family farm. I used to go out,
Same.
Anthony's Ranch in California. And it was gun safety, respect guns, gun safety, gun safety, gun safety, and a respect for the weapon. And I think that these kids, they get their parents' gun. They're damaged. They're mentally damaged. So you could stand there and say, it's not the guns. It's a mental issue with these kids nowadays.
I'm going to
the
go back
parents.
to, in my childhood, my dad had a gun rack. They weren't locked. They were on the wall.
Yep.
And I knew that if I touched those guns, what my father would do to me would be worse than anything those guns could ever do to me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I never
say
touched
this-
those guns.
I say the same thing about Bonnie. I know if I touch those guns, that box will do something to me.
He'll do something with the guns.
Yeah. So it's
Guns means boobs in that show.
And also statistic, thanks to Anthony Cumey that enlightened us, is a lot of times they have the mass shootings. It's these incidents that happen with gang. They're using gang violence and putting gang violence in there and saying it's a mass shooting. Yeah, I know it's a mass shooting, but it's not. It's gang violence, and there's more gang violence. Especially Chicago.
But it's also like, what do they cover as far as on the news? If a trans person goes crazy with a gun and kills someone, they try to
just wanna
cover
make
it up.
sure that-
They don't want to say
get out
who
of
did it.
Dodge with that mucho quico pronto.
Yeah.
They don't want to bring that up.
Right.
They'll go right
they
to sports.
They skirt all around it. But if it's somebody else that's in their, whatever they think is okay for their agenda, then it's all over the news.
Right.
Yes.
So we have a skewed reality of what's really going on.
Exactly.
I'm going to throw one other little fact in there. When they talk about gun deaths in the United States, about 1/3 of them are self-inflicted. All right, so people who commit suicide with a gun, that's considered a gun death.
Oh my God!
No,
Oh my God! I can't believe I didn't know that, because it's so obvious when you say it that they would do that. I'm sorry, Box.
But Gino, where are you going to be? Where's your whereabouts?
Me and the wife, big fan of yours and Bonnie's.
she's here.
Yeah, you saw.
Yes, you guys were awesome at
Yes.
Governor's last week.
Yes, this weekend we're in Princeton, Catch Rising Stars Saturday night, and Rodney's on the 27th of September.
Wonderful.
Come by.
Oh, okay, good, nice. And where are you going to be, Bonnie?
September 10th, I have a podcast at Governor's Comedy Club Radio podcast, and I'm hoping that Teresa from the Warehouse is going to be a guest, and Billy Mira.
Wonderful. This weekend coming up, I will be at McGuire's Comedy Club Friday and
place.
Saturday. Great show. I'll be there with the very funny Johnny Watson. Going to be a very
Johnny Watson was.
I
You're
know,
an ass. I can't believe you didn't come. I
we
did my
tried.
show this
I'll
past
tell you
Sunday
what,
at Rodney's.
we
and
tried.
Keegan and Watson and Richie.
We were
Byrne.
going. Me and my girlfriend were going.
What
Me and
happened?
Megan. There was drama.
What happened?
Little drama.
What happened? Tell me more.
That's the real show. That's the show.
Anyway,
I love. My
we'll
wife
be
is
at
so
McGuire's.
jealous she's not hanging out with Joe Curry right now.
And go to
on.
govs.com for tickets and information, and we will see you there. So it'll be good.
Right, and next week, tune back in next week. We're here every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Gino's going to be on next with Midnight.
8 o'clock. I'll be on at midnight at 8 o'clock.
Midnight is the name of the show for those who don't, who are not. If you're from here, you already know. If you know, you know. And we'll be back next week. Actually, Joe will be back.
I'll be in command.
And Mark White will be back.
Yes, Mark.
Thank you,
Mark back.
Gino.
Always.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much.
me. I love it.
And good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. See you next week.
I forgot to say.